cattle bells awoke before the eastern sky turned gold. I heard the stable door move softly and felt the early morning cold. Your traveling boots were by the table, your coffee steamed beside your hand. You tried to smile across the silence, like leaving had not yet been planned. But every rope was neatly folded, and your saddle faced the north. Before the cattle bells awoke, I knew the road would take you. Before a single word was spoken, I felt the distance break through. You sat beside me in the kitchen, but your thoughts were on the trail. Before the cattle bells awoke, my heart had heard farewell. The drought had burned the grass to silver, the river barely touched the stones. You said the northern towns were hiring, and we could not survive alone. I watched you trace the road in pencil across a map worn thin with years. You spoke of wages, rain, and cattle, while I was swallowing my tears. The morning moved across the window and found nowhere left to hide. Before the cattle bells awoke, I knew the road would take you. Before a single word was spoken, I felt the distance break through. You sat beside me in the kitchen, but your thoughts were on the trail. Before the cattle bells awoke, my heart had heard farewell. Some goodbyes begin with shouting, some arrive as quiet stood beside the pasture gate, with morning gathering in your hair. The cattle moved like shadows northward, and dust was rising everywhere. I tied a ribbon round your wrist, a little thread of faded red. You kissed my hands and called me foolish, then held them tightly while you said, 3 months and one promise. That was all you asked me for. 3 months till the autumn rain, and your boots beside the door. You said, mark the days behind me, I will beat the winter home. 3 months and one promise, and I would not be alone. You pointed toward the kitchen calendar, its pages curling near the flame. You said each cross would bring you closer, each morning nearer to my name. I tried to laugh and hide my worry. I told you I would count them well, but underneath the sound of cattle, I could already hear farewell. 3 months and one promise, that was all you asked me for. 3 months till the autumn rain, and your boots beside the door. You said, mark the days behind me, I will beat the winter home. 3 months and one promise, and I would not be alone. Promises sound strong in daylight, when the road has just begun. No one hears the miles between them, herd moved slowly through the valley, like a dark river through the grain. The riders called across the morning, while leather creaked against the reins. I stood with both hands on the fence rail and watched you turn your horse around. You touched the ribbon on your left wrist, then joined the trail beyond the town. Dust followed you north long after you were gone. It climbed above the cottonwoods and covered up the dawn. Dust followed you north like a road across the blue. I could no longer see your face, but still I followed you. The cattle bells grew faint and scattered. The riders faded one by one. The prairie swallowed every hoofbeat beneath the rising summer sun. I stayed until the evening shadows reached from the barn across the field, as though the trail might change direction and somehow bring you back to me. Dust followed you north long after you were gone. It climbed above the cottonwoods and covered up the dawn. Dust followed you north like a road across the blue. I could no longer see your face, but still I followed you. There are roads the feet can travel, there are roads the heart must take. Mine began beside that fence line with each mile you rode away. Dust followed you north, then settled on the plain. The valley slowly cleared around me, but nothing looked the same. Just followed you north till the final light was through, and every time the wind rose after, it carried part of you. First card came from Willow Crossing, with dust still folded in the seam. You rode the cattle, fought the river, and one young rider lost his team. You drew a crooked little farmhouse beside the words, "I'm coming home." Then signed your name beneath the promise that I would never wait alone. Postcards from the trail carried your voice across the miles. Every town became a doorway, every line became your smile. Postcards from the trail kept the northern road in view, and every card ended the same way: I am still coming home to you. The second came from Cedar Station. You wrote of sleeping in the rain, of restless cattle, broken fences, and thunder rolling through the plain. You said the nights were growing colder, but you could see our kitchen light whenever stars crossed over campfires. In the middle of the night, postcards from the trail carried your voice across the miles. Every town became a doorway, every line became your smile. Postcards from the trail kept the northern road in view, and every card ended the same way: I am still coming home to you. The final card was bent and water-stained, the writing faded near the edge. You said the herd would cross Black River, then climb the road beyond the ridge. There was no drawing in the corner, no little joke beneath your name, only 4 words above the postage: I'll be home before the rain. I kept them in a wooden box beside the bed we used to share, small pieces of a distant journey, proving you were somewhere there. Postcards from the trail rested beneath my open hands. I traced each town and river crossing on the map of northern lands. Postcards never traveled home with you. The clouds rose black beyond the ridgeline before the evening cattle fed. The birds flew low across the pasture, and every western light turned red. The wind tore loose the stable window. The rain came hard against the roof. I stood beside the kitchen doorway and thought I heard your horse's hooves. The storm beyond Black Ridge covered every northern road. It broke the trees and filled the rivers where the cattle riders rode. The storm beyond Black Ridge shook the lantern in my hand, and somewhere in that endless darkness you were lost across the land. For 3 long nights the thunder answered. Each time I whispered out your name, the floorboards moved beneath the weather. The chimney coughed against the rain. I pictured you beside a campfire, trying to hold the frightened herd. I listened through the broken midnight for one familiar human word. The storm beyond Black Ridge covered every northern road. It broke the trees and filled the rivers where the cattle riders rode. The storm beyond Black Ridge shook the lantern in my hand, and somewhere in that endless darkness you were lost across the land. Morning came without an answer, only branches, mud and sky. Sometimes fear begins as weather, then becomes the rest of life. The storm beyond Black Ridge passed beyond the eastern plain. The river fell, the clouds were broken, but it never left my life. I walked to town each early morning before the shop doors opened wide. The postman saw me through the window and looked away before I arrived. He checked the northern leather mailbag, though both of us already knew there was no card from Cedar Station. There was no written word from you. No message from the northern road, no name beneath the string, no folded page, no hurried line, no news of anything. No message from the northern road, just silence passing through. And every empty morning said the road had swallowed you. The riders came back after harvest with hollow eyes and borrowed clothes. They spoke of cattle in the river and men divided by the storm. One said he saw you near Black Ridge, another swore you crossed the stream. But every story changed by sundown, and none could tell me what was real. No message from the northern road, no name beneath the string, no folded page, no hurried line, no news of anything. No message from the northern road, just silence passing through. And every empty morning said the road had swallowed you. Bad news brings a kind of ending, good news opens up the door. But silence leaves the heart suspended, with one foot on each shore. No message from the northern road. The clerk turned down the light. I stopped pretending mail would come. If I remain till night, no message from the northern road, no truth I could hold to, only miles of empty country standing silently between us two. Sunset, something crossed the pasture. A single shadow near the gate. I thought my eyes had made a promise from wanting far too long to wait. Then through the grass your horse came slowly. His reins were dragging through the dust. The saddle leaned against his shoulder. One broken stirrup stained with rust. Your horse came home alone, with no rider in the leather. The red cloth from your wrist was tied around the saddle horn. Your horse came home alone from the road beneath the weather, and every breath he gave my hands said you were not coming home. I held his face between my fingers and asked him where he left you there. His tired eyes were dark with distance, the rain still tangled in his hair. A piece of cloth beneath the saddle was torn from your old traveling coat. I pressed it softly to my cheekbone, but could not make a single sound. Your horse came home alone, with no rider in the leather. The red cloth from your wrist was tied around the saddle horn. Your horse came home alone from the road beneath the weather, and every breath he gave my hands said you were not coming home. Animals cannot speak of rivers, they cannot name a place men fall. They only carry what is left there and find the road they still recall. Your horse came home alone while the evening sky grew colder. I laid my face against his neck and felt the miles upon his bones. Your horse came home alone with your last promise on his shoulder, and I stood beside the pasture gate Three old ranchers from the town. Your horse walked close beside my saddle, as though he knew where you went down. We crossed the road beneath black ridge, where broken trees still marked the storm. Then followed every scattered hoof print, till rain had washed away their form. I searched where the river turned, where the cottonwoods were broken. I called your name through canyon walls, till no more sound came from me. I searched where the river turned for one footprint, sign, or token, but the water kept on moving and would not tell me where you'd been. We found a blanket caught in branches, a cooking pan beneath the mud, a rope half buried by the shoreline, and wagon boards above the flood. Each little thing became a question. Each question led another mile. I saw your face in every shadow, and lost it when I looked a while. I searched where the river turned, where the cottonwoods were broken. I called your name through canyon walls, till no more sound came from me. I searched where the river turned for one footprint, sign, or token, but the water kept on moving and would not tell me where you'd been. The men said we had searched enough before the autumn light was gone. But love does not believe in endings, when no ending can be found. I searched where the river turned, till the frost came down the mountain. I searched abandoned camps and trails, and every field of stone. I searched where the river turned, till hope became a burden. Then I rode back through the valley with your horse and truth unknown. cut wood beside the chapel and carved your name into the grain. They chose a hill above the pasture where wildflowers returned after rain. I carried out your old brown hat, the one you wore the day we met. But underneath the waiting headstone, there was nobody we could lay. A grave with nothing below, a name with nowhere to rest, a goodbye spoken into earth with no one underneath. A grave with nothing below could not tell my heart you'd gone. It only gave my grief a place to stand and carry on. The preacher spoke of distant heaven. The neighbors bowed their heads in prayer. The empty ground between us and wondered if you still lived somewhere. Perhaps you woke without your memory in some far town beyond the line. Perhaps another door had opened and you had chosen a different life. Goodbye spoken into earth with no one underneath. A grave with nothing below could not tell my heart you'd gone. It only gave my grief a place to stand and carry on. Certainty can break a person, but doubt can hold them for all time. I had neither death nor answer, only absence dressed as mine. A grave with nothing below held your hat beneath the stone. I laid the final postcard there, then faced the road alone. A grave with nothing below could not prove where you had gone, but I left my years of searching there and slowly carried on. Years passed over fence and pasture. The drought gave way to greener land. New cattle filled the northern meadow, and I learned every rancher's hand. horses. I faced each winter on my own and stopped believing every rider was someone finally coming home. The prairie never told me why you vanished from the northern trail. It kept the storm, the river and the road behind its endless veil. The prairie never told me why. No matter how I asked the sky, it held your final day in silence. The prairie never told me why. I kept your postcards in the wooden box, though time had faded every line. The last one still said, before the rainfall, above the promise you had signed. Sometimes I wondered if you suffered. Sometimes I feared you chose to roam. But every answer I imagined only built another empty home. The prairie never told me why you vanished from the northern trail. It kept the storm, the river and the road behind its endless veil. The prairie never told me why. No matter how I asked the sky, it held your final day in silence. The prairie never told me why. Not every question finds an answer. Not every road returns a man. Some truths belong to wind and water and lie beyond what hearts can understand. The prairie never told me why, but I no longer needed to. I love the man who left that morning and mourned the dream that followed you. The prairie never told me why. Still morning came and years went by. I opened up my hand at sunset and let the red cloth meet the sky. It rose above the grass behind me, then disappeared